So a few people asked me about how to add mixed numbers. Now, before I do that, I'll probably go on a rant here and say that I'm not sure if I talked about it in another video on how to add mixed numbers, but I do know there was a video where I talked about how to change improper fractions into mixed numbers and how to change mixed numbers into improper fractions. But that's not my rant. My rant is that in the book, it does talk about mixed numbers. So before you ask questions about did I cover that in a video, try to, if you have a question about how to add mixed numbers, maybe look in the textbook in the index under mixed numbers and then find the section on that. That's one thing you could do. There are also videos on the Cengage website that I'm going to start linking to the homework from now on. So we'll see how that goes. If I can't figure out how to link them, know that they're still available to you. There's a tab called Resources, I believe, that if you go into your account, like you obviously know how to do the homework, you click on it, do it. I've never been in one of your accounts to see how that's done, but you know how to do it because I think everybody's been doing it. But somewhere on the screen there will be a tab that is labeled Resources, and I believe under that tab, at least it is for me, you can click on Resources and each chapter will come up, each section, and each section has numerous videos that go over the certain topics that were in that section. So I'm going to try to start linking those videos into the homework. In other words, when you click on the homework to do it, any video that I think would help you with that homework, you know, the videos from Cengage, any videos that would help you with that homework will appear right when you open the homework. That way you could watch them all before you do the homework. You could start the homework, do part of it, go back and watch the videos that you think might help you to be able to finish the homework problems that you couldn't do before you watch the videos. So, but I figured I'd make a video too because I don't really mind making these videos. It gives me something to do. There's not much else to do. There probably won't be for the next few weeks, so actually on my end there is a lot of other things I have to do, but you know what I mean. There's more time available now than probably there ever has been. So I don't mind making a small video about how to add mixed numerals, or you can call them mixed numerals, the book calls them mixed numbers. So I'm going to just make up an example here. We can do a couple probably, but you'll probably see what happens anyway in this particular example, so you wouldn't really need to watch any other examples. So probably this will be the only example I do actually. But I'll try to explain it really well, hopefully. So you have 1 and 7/8, that's a mixed numeral, plus 1 and 5/8, another mixed number, mixed numeral. One thing you can do is you could change them into improper fractions, then just add normally, and then if you're asked a question how to add these two numbers together and leave the answer as a mixed number, like I said, you could change it to improper fractions, add it, and then convert that to a mixed number. But let's just do it another way. Maybe we'll do this same example 2 ways, I don't know. What does this mean? 1 and 7/8. That's how you would read that. 1 and 7/8, right? You wouldn't say 1/7/8. You'd say 1 and 7/8. I think most of you know that. Probably all of you do. What does the word and usually mean in math? Add, right? So 1 and 7/8 really means 1 plus 7/8. Okay, so we still have this plus here. 1 and 5/8 means 1 plus 5/8. Okay. Remember that addition is commutative. You can move things around. So I'm going to rewrite this 1 plus 1 plus 7/8 plus 5/8. Okay, you can do that. I just rearranged everything. 1 plus 1 is 2. So now we have 2 plus 7/8 plus 5/8. Well, I already talked about how to add two normal fractions that weren't improper fractions. Or it doesn't even matter if they're improper. I already talked about how to add fractions. These have the same denominator, so you can just add the numerators. So it's 2 plus 12/8. Now, let's say I just made up this question, so it's not even a real question that is like in a book or anything. Usually though, if somebody asks you a question where there's two mixed numbers and they want you to add them together, they want the answer as mixed numbers, probably. It depends. If they wanted it another way, they would tell you. They might say add these two mixed numbers and write your answer as an improper fraction. But if they don't say that, they probably either, one, don't care how you write the answer, or two, want you to write it as a mixed number because you have a mixed number plus a mixed number, so they probably want the answer as a mixed number. So this isn't a mixed number right now. It's just, well, first of all, it's not a number. It's two different numbers. It's 2 plus 12/8. Well, I'm going to go up here, continue this problem. See, this one problem, if you think about it for a while, it could take like 20 minutes. Really, it only takes like 10 seconds to add these, but if you explain it, it takes longer. So, like I said, I did talk about how to change improper fractions into mixed numbers. You take 12 and divide it by 8. That's what 12/8 basically means. Well, 12 divided by 8 is 1, and let's see what it is. I'm going to go over here and do the division. 12, can you see me? Yep. So 8 goes into 12 once. 8 does not go into 4. So it's 1 with a remainder of 4. That means that you write 1 here, and you write 4, that's the remainder, over 8. So the 1 comes from that, the 4 comes from the remainder, and the 8 comes from that. Okay. Notice that this is the same as 1 and 1/2, because 4/8 can be simplified. So I think I'll write that. Okay, remember what we did before. 1 and 7/8 means 1 plus 7/8. Well, 1 and 1/2 means 1 plus 1/2. So this could be written like that. Well, now you notice that 2 plus 1 is 3. And remember, same goes the other way too. Since you could write this 1 and 7/8 could be written 1 plus 7/8. You could also say 1 plus 7/8 could be written as 1 and 7/8. This could be written like this. So obviously when you're doing a problem like this, you wouldn't take that many steps to do it, hopefully. But if I wanted to show all the steps that are involved, this is basically it. So 1 and 7/8 plus 1 and 5/8 is 3 1/2. like I said, I'll do the same problem again, but doing it a way where all you have to know how to do is add fractions, which we talked about. And in another video, I did explain how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers to improper fractions. So let's do this. So write everything down that you want. I'm going to come back and do this problem a different way. Now obviously, I'm just talking about how to add these right now, because if I asked you to subtract, you would do it the same way, just subtract instead of add. And if I asked you to multiply or divide, the best thing to do would be just to change them into improper fractions, and then use the rules, or I guess the rules you could say, on how to multiply and divide fractions. So really the most important thing to talk about is how to add. So I'm going to change this to a mixed number, or improper fraction, I mean. So you take 8, multiply by 1, add 7, you get 15, and then the numerators, the denominator stays the same, it's 8. Then 8 times 1 plus 5 is 13. So your denominator is going to be the same as it was in the mixed number. Now you can just add, since they have the same denominator, you add the numerators together. And now you get 28 over 8. Now to change that to a mixed number, you divide 28 by 8. 8 goes into 28 3 times. 8 will not go into 4, so you have a remainder of 4. So remember, that means this is going to be here, this is going to be here, and this is going to be there. So you get 3 and 4/8, which, remember, 4/8 can simplify to 1/2. Alright, so that should be a pretty good explanation on how to add mixed numbers. In the textbook, it's on, I don't know if they actually talk about adding, or if they just talk about mixed numbers in general, but it's like page 204 or 205-ish. I believe that's what it is.